Today we're going to be looking at using trig to find a missing angle. So the top part of this question says, in the diagram of triangle ABC, shown below, BC equals 10 and AB is 16. So I'm going to start by labeling. BC is 10, AB is 16. Now this question was really tricky because they didn't say which angle they wanted us to find. They said find the measure of the largest acute angle. So you're going to have to try one of the angles. And we'll have to see and use some background knowledge on triangles to see if that one is the largest acute angle. So I'm going to initially start by doing A. Now, I got to either use sine, cosine, or tangent. Now, for my angle, I know my hypotenuse is always going to be the one across the right angle. And then opposite the angle is the 10. And that leaves our adjacent side, which is the bottom next to it. So for this one, we got opposite of hypotenuse. So because we have O and H, we're going to have to use sine. So sine of A equals 10 over 16. Now here's the problem. We need to find an angle. We're not trying to find one of the sides, so we got to use the inverse. So down below, I'm going to set this up as the inverse of sine, and I want to figure out what the inverse of 10 over 16 is going to be, so we can get an angle measurement. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm on the mode screen right now. And you'll notice that down below we have radian and degree. That's our third line. Now, if we're going to do a trig question and we want to find an angle, we need to make sure that we do degrees instead of radians. So I'm going to hit enter just to make sure that's correct. And then I'm going to quit out, so second in mode to quit. And above you'll see the answer if it did it in radians. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do it in degrees. So we can get an angle, because the angle is going to be in degrees. So we got 10 over 16, and that gives us an answer of 38.6. So, going back to the problem, 38.6 would be to the nearest tenth. I'm sorry, 38.7. 38.7 would be to the nearest tenth. However, it says they want the largest acute angle. Now, if this one is 38.7, then we need to use the fact that in all triangles, there's 180 degrees. We got, for our right angle, we always have 90. So we got 90 and 38.7 plus x equals 180. So we got 128.7 plus x equals 180. Now if we subtract it on both sides, we're going to get 51.3 for that last angle. So this angle up here is 51.3. Now 51.3 is larger, so for that reason the answer is going to be 3. Now this was a tough problem because of this statement, the largest acute angle. Sometimes they're not really that tough. This was an extra tough one, so I thought it'd be a good idea to cover this one.